You see the title, you see the thumbnail. No foreplay, no ditty, bite the pillow, cause we're going in dry here. Here are some quick honorable mentions to help set the mood. I'll ease us into this nice movie you might have seen before if you're currently in your early to mid-20s. District 10, a movie that exists in my delusions. But in reality, I only have District 9. And let me break it down for those that haven't seen this biblically accurate goat of a sci-fi film. Back in 2009, District 9 dropped. You remember those insane ads, posters that didn't even look like movie marketing? Well, this was what that movie was for. The movie starts, shaky cam, documentary style, looking like an episode of Cops if the suspects were 8-foot-tall space prawns. The world building? Absolutely disgusting. In a good way. Aliens pull up to Earth and we give them slums, eviction notices, and intergalactic racism. After being on Earth for quite some time now, the aliens start to participate in crimes of all shapes and sizes, including but not limited to gang violence, arms dealing, aliens arms dealing, prostitution, you name it. This leads to a good portion of humanity being anti-alien, pushing these cockroach-looking motherfuckers off into their own little section in the desert known as District 9. Here they can be disgusting and nasty to their heart's content. But one of these creatures, our second protagonist here, his name's Christopher. Christopher has a plan to harvest as much fuel as he can to power this aircraft he has hidden under his home to get back onto the mothership, repair it, and fly it back home. And then you've got Wikus, our main protagonist of the story here. He works for these science guys who are trying to herd up all these aliens
and push it somewhere else!
My boy starts the movie like,
you just put your skull there.
And ends it like,
double kill.
Some of my favorite moments here come from the bits where Wikus is walking around door to door in District 9 talking to the tenants regarding the evictions, and it goes just about as well as it does in real life.
No, Jan, don't prod him! Don't prod him like that! Don't prod him!
It's really here in these scenes that sell the realism of the film. Anyways, I'd love to talk about this film all day, especially later on in the film once Wikus starts turning into one of these aliens due to bro inhaling some of that gas.
I don't trust anything
Once these two broke out of the gulag and bonded over killing this sadistic dickhead, our alien brother in here leaves us with a message that I took to heart.
Go now before I change my mind, man! Go!
My brother in Christ, it has been 17 years. 17! Bro is not coming back. Now let's talk about a company that is physically allergic to the number 3. Listen, man, I've been around the block. I know the unspoken rules, particularly when it comes to Valve, but it's this one that really stings for me. Oh, the timestamps on these achievements. Holy shit, does this take me back. No introduction really needed for this guy. If you own one of these, chances are you played one of these. And if you didn't own one of these, you went over to someone's house that had one of these, which led you to play one of these. Did you get that? Do you understand? Either way, you played this before. One of the most iconic co-op zombie games to date. An era of absolute gasoline. Prime example of if the gameplay is fun, you can forget about the story. Because holy shit, I do not remember a single story-related thing to these games. You load into a campaign, no explanation, no cutscene, just zombies, survive, good luck. And honestly, that's all we really need. You can run through the several campaigns the game has to offer with 3 of your bestest pals, shooting and chopping your way through endless hordes of infected. If you're looking to play as one of the infected here, you are in luck. You can play as any of the special infected and go up against other players who are just trying to complete the game, much like you were. This worked as the game's versus mode. We had a horde mode of sorts, and you'll always hear me say this, but the mods available here are nothing short of a fever dream. I am not exaggerating when I say that I consider this to be the best co-op zombie game ever. We had Back 4 Blood release, but I do remember that being completely mid, probably because it didn't come from the same guys as before. Although being really advertised as if it was from the same guys from before. No Left 4 Dead 3, just vibes, pain, and community servers keeping the game alive. Cloverfield 2. What can I say? I'm a sucker for handheld films. and this one's a creature feature handheld film. The creature being a giant 250-foot monster that fell from the sky in a blink and you'll miss it scene. While you may have seen New York be demolished by monsters several times now, you've probably never seen New York be demolished in a glorious shaky cam like this. Because Cloverfield wasn't just a movie, it was a conspiracy theory simulator. Seriously, this movie led to a series tying all three of these bad boys together so good that it ultimately missed the landing, and there was no real payoff for all those Easter eggs and hidden websites and shit. As soon as the movie starts, it's made to feel like you're watching top secret declassified footage. Soon after, we're introduced to the stars of our show here, mainly focusing on Rob. You see, Rob here just got a job offer for an executive position in a large corporation in Japan. This corporation may or may not be responsible for the upbringing of the monster, but hey, I don't have a sequel to explain this further, just Easter eggs and YouTubers. Since Rob is leaving the country soon for work, his brother and his closest friends decide to throw him a going away party, so all his loved ones can get in a final goodbye before his send-off. Things go well until suddenly a huge earthquake shakes things up.
I shit you not. Probably the best handheld destruction montage of the early 2000s.
Near the Statue of Liberty. Once again,
See if we can see some of the roof.
Let's go to the roof.
Yeah, let's. Maybe you should have left town a little bit earlier, right? Shit. Go, 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 go!
Statue of Liberty head rolling down the street like it's nothing, camera shaking, people are screaming. What follows is a pretty damn good tale of our remaining survivors trying to get the hell out of the city before the military drops nukes on the monster, which would in turn wipe them all out of the city too. The rabbit hole this movie threw me down when it first came out, man. The Easter eggs after the credit teases. The marketing, fake companies, hidden websites, Easter eggs buried deeper than my trust issues. Everything under the sun was pointing in the direction of this getting a direct sequel after the ending of the first film. Our last two remaining survivors take cover under a bridge, hiding from the monster that's right above them when we hear those nuke sirens go off. They unfortunately did not evacuate on time. They look at each other and give one last I love you before
I love you! I love you!
the camera glitches into another video still in the memory card, and if you look closely right here, you can see the little alien fall out of the sky and hit the water. Thanks, internet. Very cool. And then it ends, just like that. No closure, no follow-up, just emotional damage. Waited patiently for a sequel, but sadly I never got one. Well, I did, but I didn't. There were two other movies released in the same universe as the first. That's 10 Cloverfield Lane and the Cloverfield Paradox, both of which having completely different stories and vibes from the first. 10 Cloverfield Lane was actually pretty good on its own. You don't really find out about the same movie connection until the end of that film, while Cloverfield Paradox shows you how that monster got into the first movie. But I still have no direct follow-up showing me what happened after the nukes and if that big old monster is alive. I got a little hidden message at the end of the credits. I know all the Easter egg and the lore drops that have been given to me, which is a fuck ton, and I know how these movies all connect thanks to these YouTube videos breaking it down far better than I can. I don't even know how the hell we got here, but damn, it has me daydreaming of what could have been. Alita Battle Angel. Now this one caught me completely off guard. Let me put you in my shoes to perfectly capture how I saw this movie. It's 2019. You just introduced your father to Wingstop, and he's getting uncontrollable diarrhea as a garlic parmesan side effect. You head over to the nearest movie theater to catch a screening of Glass. You arrive only to find out that the next showing is at 10 p.m., which is like pretty much my bedtime. Absolutely not. That's past my spiritual curfew. What other movies are playing right now that I can use as a substitute? I did a quick Google search only to be met with a poster of a CGI girl with anime eyes in war paint, holding a giant sword, and Christoph Waltz just standing there all trustworthy. Say less. Very easy decision, and one I did not regret. A future dystopian setting where humans can buy and or steal cybernetic upgrades to install on their bodies. A cyberpunk before cyberpunk? Our main character here is a full-on cyborg, just completely OP as shit. The Rose Gallery you see this little girl pummel her way through is damn entertaining to watch, and a hell of a surprise for both me and my dad. Alita is out here straight up violating grown men. I'm talking spine removed, limbs gone, full-on emotional damage. They give us the, oh yeah, the sequel about to go crazy setup. Awesome fight scenes, great CGI. The movie, I guess, didn't do so well in the box office, only making $400 million. Apparently this only classifies your movie as a modest cult film. I'm supposedly getting another one soon, but I'm supposedly getting a lot of things soon, so. The Wolf Among Us 2. Oh, the memories I have with this game. I had just turned into a teenager around the time this game came out, and I played through all 5 episodes with my brother. And we made a whole tradition out of it with every episodic release. As soon as a new episode dropped, my brother and I already knew the routine. Press download, run the Jack in the Box, secure the munchie meal, back when $7 got you 2 tacos, curly fries, a fat-ass burger, and financial stability. Truly a bro-bonding moment that will forever be cemented in my cerebral cortex. Passing the controller back and forth and arguing over choices like lives depended on it, and sometimes they did. An amazing telltale experience that gives even Dispatch a run for its money, where you play as Sheriff Bigby, epic foreshadow. Law enforcement for fables all over the city of what looks to be New York.
Yeah, I'm going to West 168th Street in Ogden. Nah, who the
You see, fairy tales here like Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, all actually exist in this world. Old legends living incognito in the shadows, just trying to get by like you and me. Some even have it worse. A few resorting to working in strip clubs, a life of crime, or taking on loans from folks you probably don't want to owe money to. Everybody's broke, stressed, or hiding something. Kind of like real life.
He ain't lying.
You got the Jersey Devil, Bloody Mary, and even the big bad wolf from the Three Little Pigs story. Oh yeah, by the way, you're the big bad wolf from the Three Little Pigs story, and now you're the leading sheriff standing on the front lines to help and protect your fellow fables. People even bring up your past as being a former villain in the game to try to get under your skin. And depending on your choices in game, you're either proving them right or proving them wrong. Every choice mattered, or at least it felt like it did. And that's all that mattered. Then the ending hits. Sequel tease, mystery, questions, blue balls. They dropped a trailer for the sequel, got everybody hyped, and then just fucking disappeared again. I know they switched engines. I know the studio rebooted. I know life happens. But come on, man, I was a teenager when this dropped. I'm paying bills now.
Ready to get to work?
Only now realizing as I dance in front of this green screen that this is the 3rd movie I've mentioned on this list that's filmed in found footage style. Chronicle was different though. You see, this movie wasn't about how a group of teens became superheroes. This was a movie about what would actually happen if a group of teens developed super-like powers. And that's pretty much bully people, move stuff in a Walmart and parking lots to mess with strangers, troll each other, and become absolute menaces. Chronicle follows a group of teens in high school mainly told the camera lens of our severely daddy-issued protagonist, Andrew. Green Goblin and Garfield Spider-Verse, if you remember that face. It's through Andrew's camera where we see these kids discover a subterranean crystal meteorite in a cave system right by a party they were just attending. Very convenient. Andrew gets the bright idea to touch the blue, glowing, sharp, pulsing object, which sets off a pulse wave affecting everyone we've grown to love here. And yes, that is a young Michael B. Jordan. Then bam! Everyone has powers now. Flight, super strength, telekinesis of the highest sorts. Things are looking pretty normal at first, but unfortunately, Andrew here starts developing a little bit of a god complex. And comes to the conclusion that he is an apex predator, the alpha to alpha them all. And I'm not gonna lie, bro kinda is the alpha here with the amount of aura gained.
Come on, come on, come on!
I mean, come on, it took a 20-foot statue spear to take down the boy and someone on his level of power to throw it at him. I can give a little grace here as there was no direct sequel teased or even hinted at in the movie. Our main character gets a proper send-off and flies into the Himalayas or something. But I remember reading what was maybe a script for the second one, and it sounded really cool. It essentially was going to be a new story told the perspective of a villain this time, who wants to hunt and kill the survivor of the last movie. The script detailed him making Iron Man suits in order to even the odds in terms of power, and this was going to lead us into a found footage cinematic universe of sorts with a bunch of heroes and villains, but sadly nothing came of it. We were allegedly getting a sequel eventually, but as I've said before, I'm getting a lot of things eventually, so I'm not holding my breath. BioShock 4. While I know we last left off on Infinite, amazing game by the way, showing us the vicious infinite cycle we are trapped in until broken in the end. However, I am absolutely okay with revisiting this vicious cycle one last time. Rapture, peak atmosphere. There's nothing like being underwater, surrounded by broken ideology, rich people going insane, and big daddies whose names still sound weird saying out loud. Now that's horror. And Infinite said, let's do it again, but in the sky this time, and somehow made that just as unsettling. And the powers, plasmids, vigors, injecting random liquids into your body and just trusting the process. Real gamer behavior here. Put me in water, put me in the sky, shit, you could put me on the moon and I'll be fine. Just give me a new assortment of plasmids to play with and I'll manage. I haven't played an FPS that has kept me this glued to the screen like these games did in quite a long time. I love them all to death, but Rapture has my heart. The Darkness 3. This is the one, man. The one that got away. This was my intro to the Xbox 360 era. Arcade edition, of course. A clear sign that I was struggling financially in my upbringings, but spiritually thriving. The Darkness was a game that released in the primitive era of the 360. You play as Jackie Estacado, a mob hitman working for the mob. Jackie here, within the first 3 minutes of the game, gets betrayed by his uncle, Uncle Paulie, on his birthday of all days. This betrayal occurs in the middle of a tunnel, leading you into this awesome shootout, especially for the time we're in. Then bam, the car crashes, your homie's dead, and one is left mortally maimed. His dying words being,
Some fucking 21st birthday for you, huh? Here, got your present.
leaving you with his prized possessions, soon to become the greatest tools in your arsenal. You're then raided by some crooked cops who find you after being baited into a trap by your good old Uncle Paulie.
Hey, it's your Uncle Paulie.
We're pinned into a corner in what looks like to be our final resting place.
I want you to display my power.
When all of a sudden a literal demon manifests itself into our body and just takes over. What follows is just violence. And not just any violence. I'm talking demon arms, heart eating, shadow monsters, straight nightmare fuel. And as a kid, this game had me shook, but it was good, like really good. Story, atmosphere, gameplay, all hitting. This was my first serious relationship growing up, making Jenny's death that much more painful. A direct sequel was released to the game, but it completely changed every aspect of the game that I loved in the first. The art style wasn't bad, but now everything was cel-shaded Borderlands style, which is more in line to the comics, which is where this came from. But I didn't come here because of the comics. I'm here because you gave me an ultra edgy, realistic first game. Kinda came here wanting the same. The gameplay is more fast-paced and cartoony feeling now. The gunplay had a lot of oomph in the first game. Here, every gun just kind of feels like it's pew-pewing with no real damage being done. The QTE executions are great and pretty to look at, but I miss doing all the creative destruction and carnage myself. Here, you're swapping between weapons and demon powers on the fly to create some sick-ass combos of your own, while here it's just kind of a button prompt. Here, the demon tendrils sound evil and look nasty, and it's almost like a parasite or infection. Here, they look pretty and are bright, with no variation to switch between your powers like there was in the first. The story continues, with Jackie becoming the leader of the crime syndicate now, and while it would have been awesome to continue fighting other mobs and law enforcement, here, the main villain is a teleporting cult leader who wants to steal your powers. Again, what the fuck, man? Giant 180 from the first. The cutscenes and progressing of the story is what kept me playing through it, as I genuinely liked his character and want to see his story conclude. It was interesting enough to keep me invested in watching, almost like a movie, but it was the gameplay here that got really stale really quick, which is odd because there's about 4 times as much action here as there is in the first. Quality over quantity, I guess. Fighting here felt more like a chore to do, while here it really felt like you're fighting for survival and the whole world is turning against you. And the ending. My God, the blue balls of an ending here. As you may know, in the first game, the love of your life, Jenny, gets killed right in front of you, which pushes you over the edge and starts this whole revenge arc that wraps up the game. You go on this final mission to Uncle Paulie's mansion and just wipe everybody out. It's a really cool segment, man. I'm glazing the first game hard for a reason. Well, in the second game, you find Jenny's soul trapped in hell in the last mission, which is a big, what the fuck, you're still alive? Kinda. We free her soul and reunite with her one last time, only for her soul and body to be possessed by some sort of angel whose mission it is to destroy the darkness that has possessed and manifested itself inside of you. And now the love of your life is now home to your most mortal enemy. This shit was setting up what was going to be a battle of good versus evil of biblical proportions. After telling you that she has beef with you and that you ain't shit, she leaves both you and the darkness trapped in hell to suffer eternally, leaving us with the biggest rage bait of all time, fading into black and giving us the logo for the game. That's not a cliffhanger. This is more like emotional terrorism. You give me an enemy that's the darkness's polar opposite, set up an interesting and realistic big bad for me to face.
And then nothing.
No closure, no follow-up. Actually, we did get somewhat of a tease during the Xbox One unveiling, with the Darkness 3 disc being shown inserting itself into the console, but I guess that was just a giant middle finger to all of us. It's okay. It's not like I wanted closure anyway, am I right? Right? For real this time though, right? That's enough heartbreak for one video. I know I just reopened some wounds. So sorry about that. I'll leave you to lick those accordingly. If I missed anything that still has you staring at your ceiling at 3 a.m., drop that name down below. Let's suffer together. And remember, if a developer says coming soon, it could mean tomorrow, could mean next month, or it could mean when you have kids 20 years from now. You never know.